today we are looking at this. This has been a recommendation from the RC Noob 360. Thank you very much, mate. Okay, this is the Subotech BG1510. Alright, let's open this up and have a little look inside. Alright, and this is everything that we get in the package. So let me just move everything out of the way and let's focus on this car for the minute. So this is it, look at this. This looks really quite nice. This is scale 1:24, so it's quite small, as you can see. It's almost about the length of my hand. Now it's got a really nice green hard casing on the top of it, which is held on by 4 little push pins. Once you take those push pins out, now there we go, and the top comes off directly. This is what you're greeted with. So let's just zoom in a little bit so we can focus a bit better on this. So what we have is as follows. We have the transmission relay on the top here, which is connected directly to the car's battery, which you'll find on the right hand side of the car here. This particular battery is a 3.7 volt 700 milliamp hour. It takes 2 hours to charge but gives you 40 minutes of run time. Now going back onto the relay, coming off that again, you have a couple of different cables. The ones you're interested in are the ones with the 2 great big black plugs on here. So one's got a plug, one's got a socket, and essentially once you connect these 2 up, and once you turn on the little switch here, there we go, the wheels align, as I'm sure you would have seen then, and therefore the car is on. There is also a little red LED on the top here which is flashing. That lets you know it is on. So just turn it off and then unplug it like that. Now, as you can see, there is a little shelf here, and underneath that shelf there's a little blue motor. Well, that motor is a 180 motor brushed, and it does give you quite a bit of oomph. It gives you up to 40 kilometers an hour or 24 miles per hour of speed. Not too bad. Make sure you run it in a little bit just before you open it up fully as it is, as you don't want to damage a new motor. Now, a couple of other things to note about this car. We have full suspension all the way around. Pretty standard suspension arms there. Pretty standard shock. It's a plastic shock and a plastic rod, as well as then we have just a little red spring, and it's the same as that all the way around, including on the back as well. You have exactly the same mechanism on there, no difference whatsoever. The bumper at the back as well is made of quite hard plastic and is affixed. Yeah, it is plastic and it is affixed directly onto the back here with 2 screws. Even though it looks metal, I can rest assure you that is most definitely plastic there. On the underside of the car, this is what we have. It looks quite nice, looks quite sturdy. It doesn't look as if anything's going to snap quite easily. And then working our way then to the front, we have almost, it looks a lot like a beach buggy sort of affair on the front there. And that is pretty much the car. Now, let's put the top back on this. Okay, other things to note about this car, you have a full control distance of up to 50 meters. There we go, perfect. So that's the car with the body on as well. It looks really quite nice. You can get multiple bodies for this should you want to change it as well. Alright, let's put that to one side. Now let's have a little look at this transmitter. Now this transmitter is pretty standard in its looks. It looks awfully lot like a lot of other car transmitters that we see. Let's zoom out a little bit. There we go. So as you'll notice, you have a steering wheel on the front here just to turn left and right. Now this steering wheel is plastic. It does have a couple of grooves knocked out of it just so you get a bit of grip. There's no rubber or no foam around there like you get with a lot of other cars. The antenna isn't collapsible, it just sticks out the top here like a little shark fin. The trigger for throttle forward and back is just on the underneath here. It is quite loose, but at the same time when you are using it, it does feel quite good. You don't have to put a lot of pressure behind it. And then the battery, we need 3 AA batteries in order for this to work. This transmitter doesn't allow charging, so you have got to make sure the batteries you use are properly shop bought or pre-charged. Now let's look at the top. Now this top is a little bit different. We have steering and throttle trims at the top here. We also have a bind button and an on and off button with an LED status. Now just to let you know, this has been pre-bound. Once you turn on the car and turn on the transmitter, you will notice that it will bind automatically once you pull the throttle back slightly. You would need to use the bind button should you be getting a different car, or if you replace this one and want to use the old transmitter. As for throttle and steering trims, I'm not going to touch those. I'm just going to leave them as default when we take her out and see exactly how she does on that. So that's the transmitter. Feels quite nice, is made of quite sturdy plastic, also isn't as big as some other transmitters, which is quite nice, which all in all makes the amount that you have to carry in your bag a lot less as well. So that's not too bad. Let's put that down there as well. We also get in the pack a USB charger. Now this is why it does take 2 hours to charge the battery, as it is purely only a 5-volt USB port that it needs to charge. So there we go, you get that, as well as you get a couple of other things. So you get some more push pins and an Allen key, as well as you get a screwdriver, and you also get a very good little manual. Now this manual, there we go, that's better. It goes into quite a lot of the system of this particular car. It is bilingual, it is English and Chinese as well. It also goes through the transmitter, and I think it has some schematics in it as well, if memory serves. I may be wrong there though. So it goes into parts, that's it. Not schematics as such, but just parts. Oh, and schematics, there we go. So you have your schematics and you have your parts should you want to order any more for the cars that you have. So let's just pop all that back in there, quite nice and like that. So there we go, this is the BG1510, and I'm looking forward to taking this guy out. So in this package you get the transmitter, you get the car, and you also get the instruction manual and little bag of goodies in there as well, folks. So thanks ever so much for watching. Please join me in the next couple of days when we're going to be taking this guy out and we're going to really be ragging him silly. Thanks ever so much for watching, folks. I've been JD, you've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy racing.